Welcome back to the Nerdcore podcast number 443. And it is your Saturday morning review. As always, is the Nerd Chicano here to host the show alongside my wonderful co-host, Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Myths and Mayhem.
Myths and Mayhem, huh? Yes. Today we are talking about David Lowery's The Green Knight. Finally, Gabe could not join us though. He's at a meeting today, so sorry, Gabe. It's okay. Don't worry. You still have the Candyman review that we'll be able to talk about. But next time you're on the live show, we'll definitely ask you for your thoughts on the Green Knight. But yeah, it's all good, man. You got to go and do your stuff. Just producer things.
Producer Tings. Gotta
Yeah,
get Tings.
yeah. Brad, what's up, man? How you doing?
Doing well. It's a Thursday. It's payday tomorrow.
Oh,
We're all
fuck
good
yeah,
here.
baby.
We're all fucking
Yes,
good
sir.
here.
Yep. Yeah, tomorrow's payday, baby. I can already. Ooh,
Tomorrow's payday. It's so
smell that direct
nice.
deposit, bro.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
Also yesterday had a great session. Roll was there, putting it all together
A
for
little bit of a
Survivors of
headache.
Flame. Did you laugh any? Like you had your mic muted, so I don't know if you were listening.
I was laughing. Yeah. I
Okay.
was laughing.
There were parts in that was fucking funny.
I was just like really like what's it called? First of all, I was like out of it because of the work, but also I had like a headache,
Yeah.
and that was not fun. But I had music playing in my ears that could not go into the stream, and I was just like listening to y'all too, and replying in chat to people, and I was having a lot of fun. But
It was good time.
yeah, how's it going, man? How's work today?
A little bit long. Not too much shit I had to deal with, but
Yeah,
work's work.
work's work definitely.
I mean, it pays well.
It's what I could say. Work's fucking work.
Work's
man.
fucking work.
Yeah.
That's why we got podcasts on the side, yo.
I forgot that this isn't Patreon, so I can't really, express my thoughts. But don't worry.
Patreon.com/the Nerdcore.
For just my safety and the security of my job, I will
Very
just
true.
stay quiet. Whereas Brad just don't give a fuck.
I got 10 years in November. Fully vested.
But yeah, man, it's been the day today. I want to go ahead and try to watch some stuff tonight, but I don't know, man. I'm just like I'm just tired, man. I'm tired.
It's been a long week.
Yeah, it's
like
been
for
a
real
long week, man. It's been a really long week. I've been really just drained from work. I have a cinema condition episode that I have to do on Saturday, and I have not watched the film, and I have not prepped notes or anything. So I don't know, man. Might just have to push that another week. I've been like really, really, really tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Work do that.
Yeah, man. It sucks. Once again, this isn't Patreon, so I'll just keep the thoughts really minimum. But I'm excited though because today we get to talk about a movie that I've been dying to discuss by now. I could not wait to talk about this film, so I had posted a review up on the site, and I pretty much let all my thoughts out. But I still was biting my tongue because I was just like, Brad, I need to talk to you about this like badly. I want to talk to you so bad. And Brad finally watched it. Sadly, it was not at the theater like he wanted, right? But there will always be other opportunities,
Hopefully,
other movies that you'll be able to watch.
maybe.
I'll tell you this.
Not this movie though.
I'll tell you this, Brad. It's called that theater experience for this movie was great. It was
I
nice.
bet.
It was nice, but it's all right, man. You got a nice TV, right?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Say she works pretty well.
I mean, it's good. It's
yeah.
So, it's no theater experience though, so I'm just
no, it's not, man. It's not. But alas, I hope what's it called? I hope that you're ready to talk about this because I am.
I mean, it was our most hyped film.
Yep.
If I'm being real here, it was my most hyped film to want to see for however long everything got pushed back.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, let's get ready for this. Let's go ahead and do this. If you haven't watched the film, then you probably want to stop listening if you care about spoilers, or if you have seen the film or you just don't care about being spoiled, then you should go ahead and keep listening. Either way, how it goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a 5. Oh Lord, I don't have the right profile pulled up on my Stream Deck. Hold on.
No.
No, no.
No.
7, 6, 5,
Five.
4,
Five. Five.
3, 2, 1. All
Mer.
right. I've got a lot to read. So, well, not a lot to read. Actually,
There's
I'm
not that
very
much to read.
I'm disappointed how little this is
This
to
makes
read.
this makes complete sense though. All those other movies, 8 pages.
The the Green Knight, stylized on screen as Sir Gawain. Sir Gawain?
They were saying it a whole lot of different ways.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go with Gawain and call it a
Yeah,
day.
yeah. Sir Gawain and the Green Knight is a 2021 American epic medieval fantasy film directed, written, edited, and produced by David Lowery. It stars Dev Patel as Gawain, a nephew of King Arthur who sets out on a journey to test his courage and face the Green Knight. Based on the 14th century poem Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, it also stars Alicia Vikander, Joel Edgerton, Sarita Chowdhury, Sean Harris, and Ralph Ineson. It was theatrically released in the United States on July 30th, 2021 by A24. It received acclaim from critics with praise for Lowry's direction, its themes, Patel's performance, and its cinematography. And just announced today, it's going to be released in the UK as well soon. So sadly we all knew that the UK release was delayed. There, well, not delayed. They just like they said fuck showing in the theaters in the UK and completely pulled it off from the theaters.
Mm-hmm.
So at least it's coming to Amazon Prime, even though it sucks because I know a lot of people really wanted to watch this one on the theater in the theater. But yeah, cinematography done by Andrew Droz Palermo, music done by Daniel Hart, and it's of course sits at 2 hours and 10 minutes. And with a budget of $15 million, it's made 16.7 million at the box office. Now, this does not count the people who were able to get that screening from A24 that they paid for.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know how many people
About
how
that.
much they amount from that. Also, what's it called? We just had it released on VOD, so we don't know how many people have purchased the VOD for
Mm-hmm.
this. So this number is only accounting for box office standards, which, by the way, is a pretty damn good number for this movie.
For this movie, considering it's a A24
Really
release.
low, like really like small type of film with a director that's known throughout, like film diehards, but like not well known.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let me go.
This movie definitely had the best trailer coming in for me.
Fuck, man. It's no theater experience. No crying kids. No cell phones going off. No commercials for 30 minutes before the movie starts.
Sir
Sir
Garth of
Garth
Brooks.
of Brooks.
Jesus
Thank you,
Christ.
Stacy, for sharing. Oh, look, a good friend of mine, Mariana. Release in Mexico, still not available. I'm waiting for it.
We can't wait for you to be able to see it.
Yeah. So I guess I'll go, Brandon. I'll let you go ahead and get in there with your thoughts, since you're the one who hasn't watched it. You're the one who hadn't watched it yet,
Yeah.
and I'll just go ahead and recap what I basically said in my review. This is my favorite movie of the year, so far. So far, this movie is incredible. Not it is not just expertly crafted by Lowry and everybody who worked on it, but it's also a complete, what's it called? A complete, what's the word I'm trying to say here? It completely turns expectations from what it's supposed to be, because you hear King Arthur, like Arthurian film, that adapts like it's Arthurian legend. You're thinking, oh, we're gonna get this big film with swords and sandals, and it's gonna be a big scope, like if it were made by Ridley Scott.
Mm-hmm.
But what you get is this very, very grounded journey of a man, and I really enjoyed
Of
that.
actually a kind of like of a boy.
Of a boy who becomes a man.
Yeah.
And I thought it was incredible. I thought it was everything that I wanted and more, and I loved it. But I'll go ahead and I'll pass it to Brad. Brad, what were your thoughts on the Green Knight?
My thoughts on this is I wish I was able to see it in theaters. That's my thought. I need to rewatch it again in a 4K version release. With my issue with this is my sound and what I watched, the sound was off. Um, there are a lot of whispers that go on in this movie, and I had to rewind it and then turn up the volume to annoy my sleeping wife to hear what the hell they were saying.
I promise, Brad.
So I don't know if I can blame the movie for the sound quality that I was watching. That was kind of my biggest gripe of this is I wish I'd seen this in theaters. Um,
I'll
I
tell you this
mean,
right now, Brad. I'll tell you this right now. That wasn't the movie.
yeah, yeah. That's why I want to see this in 4K. So I can redo like because what I saw, it's gonna have a different score to when I see it and buy it on 4K
Mhm.
DVD because I will buy this movie just for that and be able to see that.
Yeah.
But everything I saw is kind of what I expected from the trailer. It's an epic. We get to see Dev Patel act his ass off. This man does not have an Oscar yet, I do not believe. After
Nope.
Slumdog Millionaire and such, you wonder why.
Dude, Lion, bro. Have you watched Lion?
Yeah, I think I did watch Lion.
God,
Lion.
it was
I mean, he's got a few
incredible.
ones he should have been, nominated and given an Oscar. This is another one. I love multiple scenes. It is a beautiful made movie. From the Giants to Winifred asking for her head when he dives into that water and just the
Yeah.
coloring just goes all different.
Yeah.
This movie is, it is candy for your eyes. That's what this movie is. The story I really do enjoy because it's named The Green Knight, and
But it's
this
not the
Dev
Green
Patel's
Knight.
character is the opposite of
Mhm.
everything a knight should be until he gets to the very end and he becomes a knight.
Yeah. And so throughout this film you kind of see this journey of this boy, right? This boy who
That's
kind
what
of
I
goes
consider him.
through
He's kind
he's
of
a
a
boy.
spoiled. He's nephew of King Arthur. He's kind of spoiled in a way.
He spends
Um,
his time at the brothels. He doesn't
mhm.
really take, his position seriously. But to be fair, he even understands that. Like he says that he doesn't deserve the title of being a knight. Of like when we watch this movie, he's not even knighted yet. Like he's not Sir Gawain. Like
No, he just got one.
just Gawain, and you know, and that's why it interested me so much, right? Because at first so first of all I want to take you all like completely, and I know this review is going to be a bit off the rails just because this movie just meant so much to us to get to see, but like we got that first trailer, Brad, and we were knocked the fuck off our seats,
Yeah,
man.
we wanted that movie right then and there, and then we had to wait
We had to
because of
wait.
COVID.
And then we got a second trailer that was just as good. But you watch the trailer and you think like, okay, so Gawain is gonna go on a quest. That we know. But like we didn't know that it was gonna be this extent of a quest. Not this quest that was more so about the internal quest of this boy who is learning to be a better person and knowing that at the end it is about who you are that matters more than what you bring to the table.
And it's more, and he realizes at the end you're nothing without honor. Like,
Yeah.
and I just love how Lowry does the flashbacks. He has the one where he's tied up and it shows him as a skeleton, and
Yeah.
there's this is one of those for the cinema condition to go more into detail.
Oh fuck yeah.
This might be my choice if Alex doesn't get to it first. Um, but yes, this is quite just those flashbacks. The first one, kind of funny. In a way, just kind of just dies in the ropes, and maybe that's what he's thinking in his head, and that's how I picture it. These are the
Mhm.
thoughts going in his head on what happens if he just stays there. But it's
Yeah.
not until the second one, the very end, the flashback, the longer flashback we get, where he runs. He runs away from his mission, from what he's been given to do in order to prove himself a knight. He comes
That
back.
very last temptation of Christ-esque scene.
Yes, yes, very much. And I've read quite a bit on that. Yeah, um, he runs back, and King Arthur dies. King Arthur has no heir, so it goes to
Gawain.
him. Goes to Gawain, and he becomes king. But since he has no honor, he basically the woman that you know he loves, he throws away in the gutter. Um, he is not a loved king, and it eventually falls.
And he sees
And
his
he
son
sees
die in
all
battle.
this.
Yeah,
He
and his
sees his
son.
son die in battle. He basically, it's yeah, he's king, but a
Yeah.
king of what?
By the way, just that part, that whole sequence. I'm just gonna refer to it as what I thought it was. It was like that last temptation sequence. Um, Absolutely masterclass acting from Patel. I mean,
Hmm.
not a single word needs to be spoken, but you know exactly what he's thinking by his face and mannerisms. And
He to me, it's just like he's just going through the routine. He doesn't care. He doesn't, he doesn't feel like he needs to be king or should be king, and that's just how he goes throughout his life. Is he's like an imposter in a way.
yeah, yeah, and of course, the film is has an incredible score. One of my favorite scores of the
Oh,
year
so
for
good,
sure.
so good.
Daniel Hart composes one of the most beautiful and enriching scores I've heard so far in a film. Absolutely beautiful, bro. Complements every single scene, creates that atmosphere. When I tell you, a score does its job where you feel that the movie is incomplete without that music that is included in there.
Oh, it
And
makes
that's what Daniel
everything
Hart
just so anxiety ridden in a way in
does.
places, and it yeah. Without the music, this movie would not do as well.
No, no. Um, I of course I love, like, and this is not the place to really get into like theories of what all of this means. Of course, that's a cinema condition. If you ever want to, if you want to, Brad, I am taking extra picks for season 3, so you might just want to you might want to finally call something if you really want to call it.
I'm gonna
But
call it. I'm gonna call the
yeah,
Green Knight.
all right, I'll put it down for you in the second pick. But there's also just like that beautiful scene with the Giants.
Oh,
Just
amazing.
oh,
I love the humor in that. Can I get a ride?
and they're looking at you like, "Are you serious,
Are
dude?"
you fucking? We're going to eat you.
And I love how basically the fox tells them, "He's fucking stupid. You go your
He's
way."
stupid. Get the fuck out of here. I got
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah. I just, and I also love like all these like what Alicia Vikander is what's it called, represents what Joel Edgerton, and how like everything seems to be a challenge for Gawain. Everything is meant to test Gawain.
I mean, it's trying to make him a better person, and he just keeps failing and failing and failing. Like the Winifred scene when he's like, "Well, what will you give me?" And Winifred just like,
Why would
"What?
you ask that?
Why would you ask that?
Yeah,
Just get my head,
yeah. and
jackass." I
and
thought
also,
you.
yeah, with the kid, like, first of all, kid's a piece of shit. Let's
Yeah,
say what
kid's
it is.
piece of shit,
Yeah,
but had he handed him more than one piece of whatever the fuck he handed,
yeah, that was like probably 5 cents. Let's be
yeah,
real. Like
yeah.
what the equivalent is of probably like 5 cents. Probably can't even get a full meal with that. And he gives him that. Like this guy is just picking up bodies, what's it called, left and right in the field, and you decide to just give him like, once again, is
Oh,
that
and
Gawain
he
is
even
missing honor. He's missing nobility. He's
well, and the
missing chivalry.
well, the man's never seen battle at all.
Hmm.
He's royalty basically because of his blood. So he's entitled. He feels entitled that he's a knight. He's entitled to this knighthood, and he looks down at this kid, and this kid just went like, "Yeah, my brothers went off to war, and they did left me." The kid's basically in tears, and like,
Yeah.
"Can you spare something?" Like, cause like I don't have anything, and he's like, "Here." Well, he has to be reminded like 3 times, like, can I get something?
Yeah. Yeah. And just it's an incredible movie, man. I loved it. It was something that, so like I had written my review, bro. Like I had you should never ever ever go into a film with expectations. Ever. Do not ever go into it. Don't go expecting something out of it, because that's how you're going to disappoint yourself so quick.
Yeah.
But like it was hard for me to not have
With those
expectations because
trailers, it
because
trailers
it was,
very difficult.
and especially the time that we were watching it in, Brad. Like we're all stuck inside our houses. People outside our houses or outside the world are contracting a deadly virus. So like this seemed like that glimmer of hope, right? They're like, oh, once the theaters open, I'm gonna watch Green Knight because I can finally be outside there. So I had my expectations.
Mhm.
I really did. And once I sat down there and once we got to that second act, I was like, this is delivering beyond everything I wanted. Like, this is giving me something that I didn't even expect. Because, like, for the first time, I really sat down there and was just absolutely enthralled to the point where I kind of forgot that I was watching, like, I was watching something. I was just like so invested, man. I really was completely there. It was a theatrical experience that I hadn't had in a bit. To be fair, like a lot of the movies that we've been watching as of late at the theater haven't been there yet. But this one gave me
Yeah.
that experience that I was just
I mean,
absolutely craving.
there's really only been two movies that I wish I could have watched in theaters. Go ahead and read
Uh,
that.
2 stars. Where's B&B ever? No Wi-Fi. Had to retrieve the home owner's head. Didn't even have HBO.
So again, there's only two movies that I wish I'd seen in the theater. That's The Green Knight and, strangely enough, Pig.
I feel that way about Blade Runner 2049 too, though. But not gonna lie, I really wish I would have
For
seen
this
that
year,
movie.
though. For
Oh, for
this
this
year.
year, yeah. For this year, yeah. I Pig, but I found this so great, man. I thought it was everything I wanted and more. I'm really interested to watch more from David Lowery because I know he's made other films. I'm really excited to see what he does with that with his Peter Pan and Wendy film that he's making for Disney. Which, you can't really get me to be excited for things from Disney, but when I was like, David Lowery's making this, hmm, okay, you got me a little bit there. You got me a little bit there. But I thought it was genius, man. I thought it was everything I wanted and more.
It was a
My
very
favorite,
beautiful movie.
very beautiful, man. I mean,
But I still want to watch this in 4K restoration with the fucking sound,
yeah.
because that's what ruined this for me, was not the movie itself. It's just the quality of
Yeah.
what I watched.
I wonder if the rental on the VOD is what's it called?
Better,
4K.
I don't know, but I
4K.
I, I want the DVD.
Yeah, you
Like,
wait for the
I don't
4K,
say that
man.
a lot, but I'll buy the DVD for this one,
Yeah.
the
I
Blu-ray.
hope it comes out soon because
Yeah.
yeah, this is one that I'm definitely going to want to pick up as well. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's go ahead and move on to our final verdict, Brad. Uh, I'll guess I'll just go first because I already kind of spoiled it before. Once ago because of my review on the site. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. This is actually my second of this score of the year. I hadn't given this score since Judas and the Black Messiah, since we watched that. And you know that Judas and the Black Messiah was my favorite film of the year from then, from what's it called, since that came out. And like, nothing else had really topped it yet. Kovadi Saida, the Bosnian film that I had watched, was like really close, but ultimately it wasn't at the level that I thought that Judas and the Black Messiah was. And that is why I'm giving The Green Knight a 10 out of 10, a 5 out of 5. It is perfect. It's a perfect score to me. It's a perfect film. It's something that I'm going to carry with me for as long as I can really be here. Like I'm still like I watched this film like almost like a month ago, and I'm still kind of thinking about it. Like I'm really thinking about it, and I'm just like I'm sad that my screening didn't have that many people,
Hmm.
but like I'm glad that this made some money back because this deserves that recognition. And
I mean, and maybe in when this, because this is going to be a part of, the Oscars and other, it's going to be in those categories. So
I have
maybe
a
with
feeling
that,
we're looking at a best cinematography nominee here
yeah,
for sure. There's I think you've got to be smoking some of the most delicious crack out there to not put this as a nominee.
I agree.
Brad, what are you gonna go ahead and give your placeholder score
My
to for now?
my
And
placeholder until I get the 4K
yeah, and you get to watch it
version
as
and
it
the
should be
sound,
watched.
yeah, until will be a 9 out of 10.
All right, that's still really high, Brad.
It's still
Um,
high, and like I said, I'm sure this movie is damn near perfect. But with
mhm.
that sound quality, the way what I watched, I just could not enjoy it as much as I wanted. This is one that I was trying to get to the theaters, and life was like, no.
No. But to be fair, who plays it just for a week and then pulls it out? There's
my
nothing
my
else that's
fucking
coming out.
small ass
There's
Arizona rural
nothing
town.
else. Nothing else is coming out, y'all. Seriously?
Well, everything they're playing is I don't know what the hell is out now. Some stupid shit. Like Black Widow had like 3 theaters
Yeah.
for like a month. Come on now, Black Widow don't need that. Get the fuck out here.
It made all its money on Disney Plus.
Exactly, Black Widow don't need that shit. Take Black Widow out of the theater.
Yeah. But that's a conversation for another day about how independent cinema keeps getting fucked over. But yeah, I'm really happy that we finally did this. Um I don't know, man, because I don't know when we'll be able to get that copy, and I don't know if I'll watch anything that tops this yet. But I know I do have a lot of films that I'm really looking forward to. That I'm like, okay, maybe this could top it, but I'm for now. As of right now, my what's it called? My number one is The Green Knight. My number two is Judas and the Black Messiah, and my number three is Kova di Saida.
I have
Kova
no
di
idea what my
Saida.
top 3 are, but I know the Green Knight and Pig are up in there.
Yeah, Pig's in my 10. Pig's
Pig
100%
well,
my 10.
and Pig is the movie where I came in with the lowest expectations possible, and my mind was blown away.
Yeah, Brad, if you think you have it bad in Arizona, bro, in Mexico, bro, at the Cinepolis, it's absolutely dog shit, bro. Like to be fair, Mariana, um, Parasite played in Mexico in our neighboring town before it ever played in here
U.S.
in the U.S. Like I remember because I was like, when are we finally gonna get to watch Parasite here? And I was like, when is it? When is my local cinema gonna get it? And I look it up, and they're like Cinepolis in blank blank. I was like, are you serious, bro? This place is showing. Am I gonna have to cross the border to
Did
watch
you?
Parasite? No, of course I
Okay.
didn't. I watched it in Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched it in
Houston, Atlanta,
Houston.
Vegas.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Yeah, I watched it in Houston, Atlanta, Vegas with my friend. But yeah, man. Thank you all so much for sticking around. I want to thank our wonderful Stacy for being in the chat, and as well Mariana. Mariana, if you want to, you can go ahead and click that follow button, and you'll get a notification whenever we go live. We'll be live tomorrow for the Nerdcore live show as we talk about Marvel's What If episode 3.
Oh shit! I
And
gotta watch
then
that.
yeah, I need to watch that too, bro.
Shit.
Thank you for the
Thank
follow.
you for the
Thank,
follow.
thank you for the follow, Mariana. And we'll talk about that tomorrow. But as always, you will be able to hear again from us again next Thursday, though. Monday for the patrons will be live for the patrons only on Patreon. But then on Thursday, you're going to be able to hear from us live as we talk about a new release. Hopefully, I don't know what we're gonna watch because we haven't made our minds yet. We don't really know what's out right now, but we'll see. Um, but of course, thank you all so much for being here. As always, we want to thank our patrons. The patrons are the ones who make this show happen and all the other shows that are on the Nerdcore Podcast Network. As always, we want to thank our writers and our producers. Thank you, our producers and our writers. Thank you to our associate producer, Sarah. Thank you for being a patron and an associate producer of the Nerdcore Podcast Network for as long as you've been. Thank you to our executive producer, Shane. Where can you find him, Brad?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or at XSRK_ on Twitter, or go buy something from the Suppy God at thriftedil.com. Also, he moved his setup, so he should be on Twitch now after a long hiatus.
Are you in his server on Discord?
I am in his server on Discord.
Did you see that this man has to run a 100-foot Ethernet cord?
Yes, which so he said 100 foot. I had to run a longer one.
To
I
be
literally
fair, you're
I
on
bought it
another floor, Brad.
on another. Yeah, I am on another floor. Yes, this is true. But I have a 100-foot cable and it did not reach. So I bought a 250. I didn't need all of it, but I still needed to buy a 250-foot cable.
I think your sweet spot would have been 200, huh?
Yeah, probably around that.
But yeah, man, I laughed my ass off looking at that. I was like, "Are you serious, Shane?" Like, what the fuck, man? But we want to thank our writers, Brown Rice 96 on everything. Go and check them out. Thank you so much, Bryce, for being here. And I can't wait to see what next month's movie will be. I patiently await that, huh? And as always, our wonderful Tony.
Hey, Tony.
You can find Tony at Real Nerdy Dad on Twitter. Thank you, Tony. As always, we do not look forward to what you're going to make us watch because you are racking up movies at this point. But as always, it has been a lot of fun. We will catch you guys tomorrow for the Nerdcore live show. And then on Saturday, we'll talk about that Spider Man No Way Home trailer. But on Friday, you're going to have to wait a little bit more. But as always, we hope everyone's had a wonderful time. And as always, it is the Nerdcon. I'm signing off. Brad, send him out.
All right, Roland. Thank you, being host as always. Thank you to all those who joined us in chat today. And thank you to all those who did the follow. Also, thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, I will just say, don't lose your head. Young Yoda out.